Alright guys, I know I don't normally have a full-length pulling video, but this weekend my sales were on fire. Just gonna start pulling a couple items and then we'll go over it. Sold the Bible here, pretty cool, I've had that for a while. My stack of books, literally as I was getting ready to ship everything, the Star Wars sketchbook sold. Funny enough, this really old cookbook sold. That might be it on this table. We'll cut over to the other one in a second. I believe it's this Olympus camera. I'm gonna have to check and make sure it's not that one. I believe it's this one with the case. The Zoom 2 sold. Oh boy, yeah, these finally sold. These are down here, down in no man's land. I've had these for over a year. They are a ton of Campbell Christmas ornaments and dolls. I think I can go right out in this box. We're going international. I think that's perfect. What else do we got? My most expensive ones are already pulled and over on the table. I think I'm just missing a bag of computer parts. And we'll find that and I'll meet you over there. So I finally have enough items to talk about and make a nice long what sold video. A little better than the shorts I normally do. Everything you see here sold on the table from Friday afternoon to Sunday night, getting ready to ship. So let's go over everything. All these sales totaled $958.87 before fees and shipping. And let's see how I made my money. In an upcoming video, you're going to see me get to an estate sale really, really early. And I went for this transformer and another one. They were priced pretty high. The Megatron that was there, missing parts and pieces, but with the box, had a price of $500, and this one had a price of $450. I got there super early, and all the toy guys that got there after me, we all talked about how we were here for these toys. We thought they'd be somewhere in the house by the photos, but the estate sale company actually brought them out right to the front. So before we even went in, we knew the prices of these, and everybody just passed them by. You'll see me go a little crazy in that video, and I do get some other Transformers, and I happen to just sell them straight right in the driveway after the sale to somebody else for triple my money that I paid. Pretty cool. Make sure to check that video when it comes out. I went back the second day, talking with the estate sale company. They lowered the price. Really cool of them. But what I don't think a lot of people realized, it's actually sealed. This has never been opened. Yes, there is damage. It is from 1984. There is some separation. All this was noted in the photos. I took ridiculous amount of photos. I don't know if you can see, but all the parts and pieces still are in there. This has never been opened. I found out this is a very rare variant. I believe it's the second printing, as it has these gray outline around the figure. If you can ever find a box that doesn't have that gray, it's a first printing. But what helped mine is this got updated to ages 7 and up, where this gray was. And for some reason, mine here has a 5. I can't seem to find other boxes that have a 5 and up age, so this might have made it a little rarer. I put this up for $1,000. I knew that was a little high, but there were other ones right around the $800 to $700 mark in worse condition, but they're not selling. Some have sold for a little less. After a couple weeks, I lowered it to $850, and I just ran a 10% off sale, and I got a best offer for $665 plus shipping. This is going to Canada, an international sale. Really hope it finds a place of honor on a shelf in that person's collection. I'm glad to get that out of here. My next big sale came from a car buy about 2 weeks ago. I paid $100 for 30 or 40 cars like this, motorcycles and everything. I didn't know how much they were really worth. I looked up one or two and just made an offer for everything, and the woman just wanted it gone. I paid $100 for all those cars. This one car alone, which is one of my best, sold for $115, a Budweiser Jaguar racing car. $115 out the door. The Star Trek ornament sold for $35.99. Awesome. The Campbell soup I've had for almost a year, maybe a little over at this point. I had them listed much higher. I paid $10 for the whole box. This is also going international, and this sold for $25 plus shipping. I didn't have the batteries or anything to test this camera. I put it up for parts, and it sold for $37 plus shipping. This random vintage olive oil recipe book sold for $7.50 plus shipping. Star Wars sketchbook, I paid $1 for about 2 weeks ago. That sold on a best offer for $32.39. This, I believe it's the Mother of Pearl Bible, I got about a year ago. And for some reason, I never put a photo that it has a gold crucifix inside it. It might have sold a little quicker and a little better if I did, and I didn't realize that until it sold. It is falling apart a little bit. Some pages are loose. I know how some people feel about selling Bibles. I believe I paid $1. Actually, I think they tried to give me this at an estate sale, but I gave them $1 anyway, and that sold for $26.99. And then my last sale, which I thought I was buying a sealed power supply from Crosshair for $5. When I went to list it, I realized, hey, this is pretty light, and the power supply actually wasn't in there, but all the cables that came with it were. So I pulled it out, threw the box away, pulled out all the bags and all the cables, and this actually sold for $14 plus shipping. If I had the power supply, it would have only been $50. So to still get a little bit of money, I'm pretty happy. All these sales, again, totaled $958.87. After fees and taxes, cost of goods, my profit is right around $780 for this weekend. I am trying to list every day a minimum of 5 items. Hopefully more what sold videos can be on camera a little bit longer, kind of going over what I got, how much I paid for it, and what it sold for. We're getting close to 4,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't before. And maybe when we get to 4,000, I'll have a cool giveaway to do, and then we'll be on the road to 5. All right, guys, I'll see you all on the next pick.